You, we're ready to go?
Ready to go.
Okay. Going to call to order the meeting of the Township Council of West Windsor for November 24th, 2025. Allison, can you call the roll?
Gawas.
Here.
Jeevers.
Here.
Mandel.
Here.
Boyce.
Here.
Whitfield.
Here.
And have we adequately noticed?
Yes, we were adequately noticed on January 17th, 2025 to the Times in the Princeton Packet, filed with the municipal clerk, posted on the township website and in the township municipal building. Also joining us today from Parker McKay is Mika Makura. Please stand for the salute to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have a couple of quick ceremonial matters that we're going to do right now. A member of us went to the New Jersey League of Municipalities last week, and we got the Sustainable Jersey Silver certification, which we've been getting every 3 years, I think from 2011. And so what we would like to, 2010, okay, it should be on there. So we got a new tab on our plaque, so we would like to just come up and show it to you. And we'd also like to get a picture with not only the council, but we do have the chair of the Environmental Commission with us, Brian Books tonight. And I don't see anyone else from the Environmental Commission at this point, but if they come in, they can be there too. So we're going to get up. The other thing we'll be doing is Linda Jeevers was awarded at the municipality meeting, the Linda Jeevers council member, West Windsor Township, selflessly served an elected municipal office for a tenure not less than 20 years in a municipal governing body. And so she joined the Elected Officials Hall of Fame on 19th of November. And we would like to give this to her publicly also. So if you want to, we're going to come up for a little bit and probably move that microphone.
Let's get a picture.
You guys are staging it, so. Oh, picture, oh, sorry. I'm always next to this guy. Oh, I'm sorry, this thing, oh. Little take the option.
There you go. This looks pretty line. All right. Make sure I can see everybody.
All right. Thank you all. And at this point, we're going to go into public comment. Public comment is a 30-minute limit. I don't expect that to be an issue. 3-minute limit per person. And I am now opening the public comment. Is there anybody who's signed up tonight?
Yes,
first?
I have a list. First on the list is Elliot Berger.
Okay, we will do the signups first, and then it'll be open to the rest of the public. So, Elliot, thank you. And everybody, please state your name and address.
My name is Elliot Berger. I live at 15 Westminster Drive, last 24 years. Closer? Yeah. Okay. Elliot Berger, 15 Westminster Drive, and I've lived here for 24 years in Westminster. Of course, mailing address, Princeton Junction. So over the weekend, I was walking our dog on Village Road East and was surprised to look up the driveway of Farmer Grover's and to see a hunting blind, a very large blind, a 360 hunting blind, so they can shoot in any and every direction. So this morning I called the township and spoke to Lisa in the zoning office and was advised to come here. I learned some interesting things. Let me be clear. This is not a question about the Second Amendment hunting laws. This is not a question about whether or not that's allowed in this township. It's none of that. This is not about not in my backyard. This is a very simple thing about process and communication. To my knowledge, there was no communication about this hunting blind. It's not just backing up to all the homes surrounding in Princeton Oaks. It's also across from a religious institution. It's across from village school. It's across from community middle school. There are a lot of people in this area. So it is of concern that there's not sufficient awareness about it. When you go to Mercer County Park, when there's hunting season, you know when it's going to be, where it's going to be, what days, what times, and you can either not go to the park or be at the park and be careful. Also, I heard that this was a state approval and the township also had to approve it, and both approved it. And then when we spoke to somebody else, somebody said, nope, the township does not have any say in this. It's the property of the township. One would think the township has a say as to how this is used. We don't know what kind of guns are used. We don't know if these are rifles, if these are shotguns. They have different impact on the range that these bullets can go. So it would be good to have information. It'd be good to be informed that this is what's happening. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Who's next on the line?
Okay, next on the list, John Church.
For those who are not familiar with our meetings, we answer the public, this is all public comment time. Then after we close public comment time, administration and whoever gets to answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, John Church, 11 Princeton Place. Madam President, I first want to thank my friend Erin Bosley for her recent informative presentation about the Stony Brook Regional Sewer Authority and PFASs. As a research chemist, I was directly exposed to hazardous materials on practically an everyday basis, but with no long-term effects, that as far as I know. I respect that others may disagree, but I personally regard PFASs as only a very minor concern in the big picture. So we worry about these materials in water in the ranges of about 4 parts per trillion. To put this number in perspective, the world's total population is about 8.2 billion. You just pick one random person in this enormous multitude of the whole world, and they represent 122 parts per trillion. So 4 parts per trillion in retrospect doesn't seem like all that much to me. So anyway, Madam President, I've been reading the scientific literature on PFASs. Whether or not they are actually harmful to humans at low levels is still an open question. You really can't do tightly controlled studies on people the way you can on animals. The reason is that everyone during their life has been constantly exposed to many different toxins at many different levels, such as mercury from the burning of coal, direct or secondhand tobacco smoke, dental and medical radiation, different work environments, and so on, forever and ever. Given this fact, it's very difficult to tease out the individual effects of all the different PFAS types. There are just too many confounding factors. Now, in research, we do our best to vary only one factor at a time if we can, but you can see the problem with PFAS, and in fact, many other materials that are obviously directly toxic. So that's the basic problem with this kind of research, teasing out individual factors when there's so many other factors to consider. Now, Madam President, in view of this, one should ask, how much are we prepared to spend on this one issue when there are so many other issues to consider? Now, I do support the adoption of Resolution 2025 R253, but I doubt that it will have very much effect at the state level. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Next.
Okay, next, Kevin Rinaldo.
Hi, Kevin Rinaldo, 106 Harris Road. Good evening and happy early Thanksgiving. I'd like to follow up on several outstanding items this evening. I've prepared printed packets for your reference. One, the speed reduction on Alexander Road. On September 29th, Council passed an ordinance 2025-15 to reduce the speed on a portion of Alexander Road from 30 miles an hour to 25 miles an hour. We were told the signs would be replaced in 20 days or so. We're now at day 56 and the signs haven't been replaced. Why is a straightforward change taking nearly 2 months? When can we expect the new signs to be installed, your speed sign recalibrated and ideally relocated? And when will the speed limit on the upper section from the roundabout to Wallace be revisited? Number 2, repaving of Harris Road. I spoke with the mayor on July 11th, the Berrien City Neighborhood Association meeting, and followed up on September 16th. I raised the lack of response again at the September 29th council meeting. The mayor said he forwarded my concerns to Francis. I have received no updates since. When can I expect a direct response on the repaving of Harris instead of another message saying my request has been forwarded? Number 3, crosswalk signal at Harris and Clarksville Road. According to the mayor's comment on Facebook under his "Actions Speak Louder Than Empty Promises" post, the pedestrian signal at Harris and Clarksville is described as an all-way red pedestrian signal. During a brief email exchange on September 29th council meeting, after the meeting, the mayor said the signal was working as it should. It's not functioning as an all-red pedestrian signal. In an email dated October 1st, he said he would check with Francis and make the necessary corrections. I haven't heard back and the signal operation remains unchanged. When can I expect an update on the crosswalk and confirmation it will be corrected? 4, sidewalk repair on Alexander Road. Is there an update when the sidewalk damaged in the May 15th dump truck accident will be repaired? It's difficult to understand why an insurance claim for a sidewalk is taking more than 6 months. Number 5, welcome to West Windsor signs. I've included a few photos in the packet of the approximate 25-year-old signs. I first contacted Councilwoman Gawas on April 18th after seeing a Facebook post about signage and asked about the process and opportunities to be involved. I followed up on April 28th and May 9th. I was told the mayor had my emails and would respond. 7 months later, I've received no update. These signs are aging, do not reflect the identity West Windsor wants to project. Does the township have a plan to replace them? This could be a good opportunity to align new signage with the goals of Revolution West Windsor. In closing, I want to say this respectfully and honestly. There's a clear pattern across these items. Reaching out to the administration offer results in no response, delayed responses, or updates that never arrive. It becomes frustrating to bring issues forward, provide detailed information, and try to work collaboratively, only to have things go answered or pushed aside. I can finish the rest later, or I can do it now.
3 minutes.
Okay, I'll just finish.
If you have something
It's like 2 sentences.
to give to us, you can give them to the clerk.
Okay, and then
Okay.
I'll finish the rest.
Okay, thanks. Thank you. And she'll give them to us. Thank you. Allison, do we have anyone else on the list?
I have no one else on the list.
Okay, would somebody else like to come up to speak? You can line up as you wish. Want to come up? Thank
Yep, please come
Yep,
forward and
please.
state your name and address.
you.
My name is Mindy Shedler. I live at 2 Evans Drive in Princeton Junction. Thank you.
Oh, thanks. If you could just repeat that again.
My name is Mindy Shedler. I live at 2 Evans Drive in Princeton Junction. I've lived in Princeton Oaks Development for 32 years. I'm here tonight because I received an email from our homeowners association a couple of hours ago about the hunting blind at Grover Farm. And it was extremely disturbing. The gentleman who spoke earlier, who lives in Princeton Oaks, spoke very eloquently about this issue. And I want to go on record that I agree with everything he said. And I hope that, this can be resolved in some way. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else wants to come up, just line up as you wish. I enjoy a polite, good.
Yes, this is Paul Beaubrun from 5 Totten Court. I was just coming to get an update on the warehouse and their application with the DEP. If you have any kind of update on their permit or what they're supposed to be doing, and then maybe if you can update us on the bridge status as well. All right, thank you.
Excuse me, are you talking about the Clarksville warehouse? Thank you.
Okay, anyone else would like to come up? Please come up and state your name and address.
Mark Pepper, 43 Providence Court, Princeton Oaks also. I'm not here because of that email, but I did get it. And it does bring to mind, one of my pet peeves is the lack of a sidewalk from Rabbit Hill Road to the McCaffrey Shopping Center, or the full length. It's like, so I think given in light of the potential for hunting behind Princeton Oaks, and there's a nice dog pathway that I walk my dog all the time. I guess if there's hunting, there's even a more urgent need to have that sidewalk completed. So then there's alternate ways for Princeton Oaks residents to walk their dogs, or even just walk, like to go to Grover's Coffee. So it would be nice. I mean, I asked many times. So I'm hoping that will happen. And also congratulations to the mayor and Linda and Joe. I'm sorry to see Martin go. Joe definitely has big shoes to fill, literally and figuratively, I assume. But anyway, I do hope one day there'll be a sidewalk along 571. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else wish to get up and speak? No? Everybody's, that one, nobody wants to get up, speak. Okay, then I will close public comment. And we will move on, and there will be another public comment period later on in the meeting. Okay. Can I start with administration comments, please, Marlena?
Yes. I have several announcements this evening. Starting today, DPW is collecting leaves and brush in Zone 4. The municipal offices will be closed on Thursday, November 27th and Friday, November 28th, 2025, in observance of the Thanksgiving holiday. DPW will reopen on Saturday, November 29th from 8 a.m. to noon for drop off of yard waste and debris. Thursday's scheduled garbage will be collected on Friday Friday's scheduled garbage will stay on the Friday collection schedule. It's a normally scheduled day. Residents are reminded to please leave your bins out to ensure that they are not missed. So if they could be placed out before 7 a.m. Friday morning, that would be helpful. This is not a scheduled recycling collection week. Next Thursday, December 4th, is the next scheduled curbside recycling collection. On Thursday, December 4th, 2025, from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at the Heightstown First Aid Squad, 168 Bank Street, Heightstown, New Jersey. Our health department will be having a rabies vaccination clinic. You can register for the clinic either online or you can call the health department at 609-936-8400. Each pet should be accompanied with an individual adult. Each pet needs to be registered separately. All pets must be secured on leashes, no retractable leashes. Dogs and cats must be healthy at least 3 months or 12 weeks of age to be vaccinated. The West Windsor History Museum will have its 2025 holiday open house December 6th and December 7th, 1 to 4 p.m. at 50 Southfield Road, West Windsor. New Jersey DEP continues to ask residents of the state to conserve water. New Jersey continues to experience below average rainfall across the entire state, impacting stream flow, reservoir, and groundwater levels. Please follow water conservation practices and use water wisely. And then finally, there will be a public hearing. It's the second public hearing or meeting to discuss the preparation of a supplemental watershed plan and environmental assessment for Assunpink Creek watershed sites 4, 5, 6, and 19. It'll be a hybrid meeting. You can either attend in person and the offices where the meeting will be held is the Assunpink Wildlife Management Area Central Region Office at 1 Eldridge Road, Robbinsville Township, or you can attend virtually. Again, the hearing is on December 4th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. The purpose of the watershed rehabilitation program is it's funded by the federal government and the program provides for the rehabilitation of aging dams that are reaching the end of their design life and or no longer meet federal or state safety criteria. So the 4 watershed sites are within Mercer County, and basically, there have been reports and studies that have been completed. So there'll be a presentation of the findings and the alternatives for addressing the project's purposes and needs at those sites. This project is sponsored by the Natural Resources Conservation Service, which is part of the United States Department of Agriculture.
I think I'm looking forward. Thank you. Mayor, can you answer some of the questions?
I took notes. So I'll try to answer the questions in the order in which they were about people made comments. First thing about this shooting on the farm, I literally found out around 4 o'clock. Some of you came here at 6:30. I'm sorry, you called the zoning board lady. The planning board meeting started at 6:30. Our meeting starts at 7. So that's probably why she said 6:30. So sorry about that. Um, uh, One of the things, this is not new. I mean, this has been the shooting on the farm has been going on for as long as the farm has existed. This year, what's new is he constructed a structure. That's something new. That's why people noticed. But we have asked our attorney to write a legal opinion as to what legally township can and can do, because the farms are governed by state's right to farm law. So certain things are governed by them, and I have asked the attorney to give an opinion as to what we can do, what we can't do. Our regular attorney is at another meeting, so somebody from his associate from his firm has come. So once we get that legal written opinion, I will communicate with the homeowners association board, because that's the contact I have, and let you know what the situation is. One thing I do agree and think that we should put some signs around if it's going to be shooting is going to be allowed. So at this point, I'm only feel comfortable only saying this, that it's governed by state's right to farm law, and we have asked opinion as to what we can or can do, because the farmers are under lease from us. Um, Mr. Church, in regards to your comment, we are not debating whether PFAS are dangerous, not dangerous, nothing. We just don't want the state to leave us with the bill and they collect the money. So the entire attempt of the resolution is to make sure that state doesn't collect the money and then force the sewer authority to do the cleanup, which will fall on you and me and every sewer owner. So that's all we are talking about. This is not debate about whether they are dangerous, whether we should regulate them, not. That's beyond our pay grade. So that's not what we are talking about. Uh, um, Harris Road, I didn't get a chance to read all this. I will check why the sign is not put up. If we have a sign in stock, DPW should be put it up in a couple of days. Shouldn't be a problem. Repaving of Harris Road, you asked me to look at various options. I did talk to Francis. There are some options that involve taking property from homeowners. If you want to put a sidewalk and stuff like that. You didn't give it. I asked him for all the options possible. The main aim is to make the road safe, and I'm not yet ready to make a decision. When it's done, we will communicate it and we will repave the Harris Road. If you had not asked the questions, it would have been on the list of being repaved. I have asked him to hold off until we make a decision as to exactly what we want to do with the road. Um, Crosswalk signal at Harris and Clarksville. If you go back and look at my post, I corrected the picture. The picture was wrong, not the description. It's never supposed to be all side crossing. If you go and look at the picture, we did correct the picture on the post. Um, I did do that. And right on that same day, I posted that happens, and the next day we corrected the picture, and I think I posted the corrected picture. If not, I will email you the corrected picture. Sidewalk repair, again, as I said, it's with the insurance. I will ask Marlena to check tomorrow why it's taking so long. Since insurance is going to pay for that sidewalk, I don't want to use taxpayer money to pay for that. And again, welcome to West Windsor sign. I will look into it and why we are doing it, what we are going to do with that. The next part is you asked about Bridge Point 8. There's no progress from last time. There's no progress from 3 months ago, other than the fact that They won their lawsuit, so there's no pending lawsuit holding them from not building. They won on every, and I believe yeah, I'm almost certain the appellate period is over 30 days after the decision, so nobody filed an appeal. But they still haven't gone to the county. The county hasn't yet deemed it complete. Neither they have okay from the state DOT to connect to Route 1. Those are the minimum conditions for them to even get a permit to build anything. So I don't see that as happening anytime in foreseeable future because they haven't even gone to the county, and county has different ideas than what we have approved. So it will be a longer process with the county. But since we are talking about warehouses, and people keep complaining about one, I just want to point out East Windsor has built 4 already, which is up and operating, and another one is under construction right across from them. And at tomorrow's East Windsor Council meeting, they are going to talk about building a data warehouse, which people don't want there also. So there are people complaining about that as well. Those meetings are not televised, those meetings are not taped. So any people complaining about town, I just want to make a point about that. Lastly, the bridge update. Again, we continue to talk to NJDOT. NJDOT has gotten Amtrak team together. They hope to have a meeting in first week of December. Last week was leak, so a lot of people were out. This week is a short week because of Thanksgiving. I did talk to the NJDOT engineer, Mr. Imran, today. They don't feel comfortable opening the bridge even one direction unless they have a understanding from Amtrak as to what's involved, because he did explain to me, I'm not a civil engineer, but he did explain to me that he doesn't feel comfortable since there's no support for the deck of the bridge, since the coils underneath are all rusted. So hopefully early next week we'll have a meeting with Amtrak. The biggest challenge is how long Amtrak gives us to work on that bridge, since every time we have to work on the bridge, they have to de-energize the lines and energize the lines after it's done. Somebody did give me some suggestion at last weekend. So I have passed it on to NJ Dot, and hopefully that will help us a little bit move it faster. We try to do everything for the businesses in that mall. Thanks to Kerry, we did come up with a list of all businesses. We have posted it. We have posted their names on their on our board, which we have never done before since they are private businesses. Through social media, through every way possible, we try to encourage people to go and support those businesses. And I hope West Windsor residents, as they supported businesses during COVID, they will support these businesses and help them until the bridge situation is taken care of. The businesses did have suggestions about what kind of signage we should and shouldn't put. We have followed all their suggestions, 100% of their suggestions. I'm happy to say that even NJ Dot agreed to change the signs based on their suggestions. So everybody involved, NJ Dot, the county, and us are working very cooperatively. It needs to be seen how cooperative Amtrak is, because that's going to be the rate limiting step of the whole process. And lastly, I want to congratulate the Environmental Commission for obtaining the sustainable jersey, and thank Dr. Fram for his leadership as the chairperson, and Andrea for following up on everything, keeping me posted. And congratulations to Linda for the award she won for her long service. So very conscientious council member. So that's it.
There was a question whether we're thinking of putting a sidewalk near going to McCaffrey's.
Sidewalk, I always say it's a much longer process. Yeah. Alison Miller also has a favorite sidewalk. She has been talking to me too.
I think that's one of her favorites too, by the way.
Yeah, so sidewalk
Yeah,
is
it's yeah.
expensive and a very long process. So we'll see how that works out.
Okay. Is that it, Mayor? That's all, right? That's all? You're done?
That's all.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Going on from administration comments, we go to council comments. Start with Sonia.
Thank you. Congratulations, Linda, on the recognition of 20 years of service. So thank you for your service. And thank you, Mayor, for the update on the bridge. I want to acknowledge we do have one of the business owners from the Village Square Shopping Center. And it's I did take a look at some of the signage and we have changed that. The only one question that Andrea and I went to the shopping center earlier today and took a look at. There are some signage on the by the Everett Drive. That seems to be very confusing. A lot of people get to like the road right past the Princeton Junction fire station. There's a detour sign there. And it seems like people get to that and then take a detour instead of going to the business ahead. So if we can do anything about that signage in that particular corner, I took some pictures, so I can send it to you. Take a look at that.
I know what you're talking about. Okay, we'll
Yeah.
take the sign down, or we'll ask the county to take the sign
Or
down.
Right.
move the
I
sign
know.
beyond that street, because that way people, like anybody who comes that far, hopefully are only coming because they're approaching the local area. So if we can take that detour sign, I think hopefully that would help the businesses. And Mr. Nestor is here, and I did have that conversation with him earlier today. Thank you. Last week we were most of us were at the league in Atlantic City. It was a really good experience for me, especially I went there after 2 years. Last 2 years I couldn't attend personally, so it was nice to be there. We learned a lot. We did get to visit few vendors that we are trying to follow up with on few things that hopefully would help our administration, our municipality with planning and other things. So I don't want to go into details with that, but there are a few things that I'm interested in personally to look into. It was a really good learning experience. I think my colleagues will agree with me on that. There are a few things I just want to bring attention to. December 6th and 7th, we have few events. I think that weekend is going to be really, really busy. In addition to the open house at the Historical Museum, we have on December 6th, the Buy Nothing group is holding its second annual regifting event at the Dutch Neck Church Presbyterian Church Hall on 154 South Mill Road from 10 a.m. Onwards. It's basically it's a buy nothing event, so everything is free. It's more of an exchange. You don't want something, bring it over there. Unopened, barely used toys, puzzles, box games, crafts, anything that can be re-gifted. So this is their second annual. Last year was their first event and it was very successful. This is their second event. So look forward to that. December 7th, Breakfast with Santa is hosted by it's our annual Breakfast with Santa at West Windsor Volunteer Fire Company, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. They will also be collecting baby formulas for Junior League of Greater Princeton. That event is very popular event. You get for $10 entrance fee, you get free professional photo with Santa, full breakfast, all you can eat full breakfast, tour of the fire station. There's face painting available, fire safety lessons, and many other activities. So it's a very fun event. I know the
Good
members
food,
of the fire station work that the previous entire week in preparation of that. And the cooks barely sleep for 2 days because they're feeding 1,000+ people. So, but it's a very popular event. So please do come. There are a lot of local businesses who have sponsored many items there. It's a fundraising event for the fire station. That same night, I think Dan can probably speak about it. We'll have drone show that night. That's always the same night, first Sunday. So that's that. And then the following week, the week of December 17th, keep a lookout for information for Operation Santa, where both our volunteer fire companies take turns going through neighborhoods. So I think those would be the events to look for. That weekend is going to be a busy weekend, December 6th and 7th. Thank you.
Yep, we always have a lot of busy, fun weekends here. Okay. Martin?
Just wanted to reiterate council colleague comments in terms of congratulations to Linda. You've been obviously extremely cognizant and dedicated and committed to this town for a very long time and well deserving of any and all awards that are given to you. So I just want to congratulate you for your time of service for many years. If you know me, you know I always have to reflect on things, and with this week being Thanksgiving, I put something together I just wanted us to kind of think about. If you just bear with me, I'll read through it. As we experience a time of thankfulness, gratitude, in and around the holiday of Thanksgiving, I wanted to break it down a little bit more for us all. Of course, in December, we are headed into the holiday season. To those who may celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, and prayerfully also heading into a blessed 2026 for everyone in this township. So let us really give thanks because we have so much to really be thankful for. Let us say thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for our family, our love, kindness, humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for good health. Thank you for our careers, our education. We should be thankful for our opportunities of prosperity. Thank you for the opportunity and ability also to help those in need and those less fortunate. Thank you for our neighbors, our school district, our police and fire departments, our administration. Thank you for strength, respect, humanity, generosity. Thank you for every blessing that has been bestowed upon us all. And there are so many that we could not even list them all out. Say thank you in advance for what is already yours and for the things that you will receive in the future. Thank you for every moment that has led to this day. Thank you for the lessons that we have learned, the lessons that developed us all into who we are. Thank you for everything that we may have taken for granted. Give thanks for those who have set the stage and foundation for what we do each and every day. So many people are not granted the blessing of living in a town like West Windsor. So please know that, understand that, and when you do, you will absolutely be grateful. Saying thank you is the key that opens the door to our eternal happiness, gives us the feeling of fullness and gratefulness. Take the time to be grateful for the little things and big things. Be grateful that you and I are given a simple opportunity to actually be great. Be grateful for those that have had a positive impact in your life and in your children's lives. Be grateful that you are in a position that you can choose to be a blessing to someone else's life. Look and seek out those things that you can be grateful for, as there are many. Thank you for the ability to give love and kindness to our family. Be thankful for our neighbors, our friends, and our coworkers. And we shall always do just that without any expectation of anything in return from them. West Windsor, let us give thanks and truly look at things moving forward in this township through a lens of gratefulness. As I always say, it's our time to shine, and we all shine brightly when we are on the same accord, working together, respecting one another, and being a blessing to each other. Happy Thanksgiving to the Township of West Windsor. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. I met him that. Linda?
Well, thank you, Martin, for your very eloquent comments. And we feel everything that you said. It comes from the heart. So I just want to wish everyone happy Thanksgiving. We are so blessed here in this town. And, we have each other and we help other people who are in need. So let's just keep doing that and staying together and enjoying all that we have. Sustainable Jersey Award, Brian Bukes, Chair of the Environmental Commission. So thank you and the members for all the hard work that went into that. I know, Andrea, you're always involved in these environmental initiatives, and it's a lot of work behind the scenes, but you're there to bring us over the finish line for a very important award. So thank you, Andrea, too. Village Square Shopping Center, please, everyone, support those businesses. I know Nestor is here, owner of Capuano's. I'll give you a plug. Great food there. I love all the individual slices that my husband and I often pick up, and great dinners there. And if you want catering for the holidays, they're coming up, and you got a lot of family and friends coming over. I've gotten trays from you, and they're always delicious. The warming. So that's good. Hopefully, phone will continue ringing. We'll keep pushing everybody to make it over there. Thanks. All right. Thanks to the co-sponsors of the West Windsor Veterans Day wreath laying and main ceremony, the American Legion Post 76, Township Clerk Allison Sheehan, Deputy Clerk Joey Godin, Gay Huber, our police officers, the Garden Statesman a cappella chorus, and also to Jersey Mike's for the lunch food, which is delicious, all the sandwiches. But most of all, we just want to thank our veterans for their unwavering commitment to serving our country. I attended the New Jersey League of Municipalities Convention last Wednesday and attended several sessions. One of the sessions, the annual risk management seminar. I guess there were 4 of us there. And so we were able to attend that and get a $250 credit for the township by attending that seminar. Thank you to Mayor Andrew and Sonia for joining me as I received my award for 20 plus years and as a council member here. So that was very nice. Today, I attended the special public meeting whereby the business administrator and chief financial officer reviewed 2026 departmental budget submittals presented by various department directors and chiefs. So that's sort of the official legal kickoff that has to be done here for next year's budget. That's it.
That's it. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, Dan?
Thank you. I was not gonna repeat all the events coming up, aside just a reminder on the 6th, 7th, we have the breakfast with Santa in the morning and the annual holiday tree lighting and drone show. The drone show is now going to be our standard model going forward. And just a friendly reminder, that is not sponsored by tax dollars, and there are opportunities to make donations to help that effort. Similar, there's many opportunities, and still want to remind folks about the need, not only in West Windsor, but all across the county and the state, to support people who have food insecurity. There's numerous initiatives, many of them focused on Send Hunger Packing, which supports the children in our school district who are food insecure, opportunities to make financial contributions, to make donations. I encourage anybody who has the ability to do that to please be as generous as you can. Thank you.
Thank you, Dan. I also want to wish everyone a great Thanksgiving. Appreciate Martin's reminding us of all the wonderful things we have. Want to thank you for Linda for reminding me of all the environmental stuff we get to do. And one thing I'm thankful for is being able to have the opportunity to work with good people, work with people like Ephraim and the team there, Environmental Commission and other groups. We're able to do some good things. So every time we get a chance to do something good, that's something I'm very thankful for. Also want to encourage everybody to shop local and to shop West Windsor. As been mentioned, the businesses on Clarksville are still hurting. There's the restaurants, but some of the other small shops, I know last time we wrote up some of the restaurants and some of the other shops said, hey, give us some love too. The beauty parlors, the pottery place, some of the places that teach children and teach others how music in one of the other malls. There's a lot of good businesses there, and we would all really miss them if they weren't. Some of our favorite restaurants are there. So now's our chance to give back. Let's remember them during this big shutdown. Sonia and I did a walk today. We did the Hot Rod Cafe. We did Capuano's when this started. My husband and I have eaten at Mizu's several times. There's a lot of good places, and let's make sure they do well. Past week was the New Jersey League of Municipalities Annual Conference. I attended classes. We received the silver certification from Sustainable Jersey. We walked the exhibit hall, and we got to meet colleagues from across New Jersey, which is actually very valuable to learn what the other towns are doing and to speak to some of them. There's never enough time, no matter what time you get up in the morning and what time you go to bed at night. Exhausted, you always seem to run out of time. One thing, and there were several pieces of software and equipment that we saw, some state programs, companies, nonprofit organizations, and I expect to spend many more hours reviewing things we've talked to, and possibly getting to go further with some of these companies and learn more about them. One thing we did do is we picked up from the New Jersey Small Business Administration, and so Sonia and I went around with some papers they had given us today to try to talk about different kinds of grants that are available to some of the small businesses, and we'll probably stop by again tomorrow because some of them were closed on Monday. And so there are some things out there that can help during this time. Bless you. I've also attended the West Windsor Veterans Day ceremony on November 11th. We honored all veterans, including our own deputy clerk, Joey Godin, who retired from the Air Force after 32 years on that very day. So we were happy to celebrate with her. She was both active duty and reserves for 32 years. I went to a multi-faith Kristallnacht remembrance that was held at Beth Chaim, which was a very moving ceremony. I spent several hours on Saturday mentoring and judging the Leap Coders Robotics FLL team to prepare them for their upcoming competitions. I want to congratulate their teams who competed this past Sunday, including the Princeton Pythons and the rookie Micro Minions, who actually qualified to go on to the next level. And reminded everyone about Station 43 Breakfast with Santa, always a crowded and very popular event. The amazing West Windsor Township annual tree lighting and drone show, and I want a little shout out to Environmental Commission because they were talking about drones as a fireworks replacement starting like 2 years ago. And coming up on December 7th, and of course this Historical Society will have the open house on the 6th and the 7th. So thank you. And Allison, comments?
I do not have any.
No comments. Okay, thank you. We don't have any public hearings since we have no ordinances that we're voting finally on. So let's go to the consent agenda.
Okay, August 25th, 2025, business session as amended. October 14th, 2025, business session as amended, bills and claims.
Does anybody wish to pull anything? Not, then can I get a motion to approve?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, somebody take a
who's
second.
Okay.
Okay.
Galwas,
Yes.
Jeevers.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Whitfield.
Yes.
Mandel.
Yes. And then recommendations from administration and council clerk.
2025-R245, authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute the reimbursement agreement with Canal Point Condominium Association for refuge and recycling costs and snow removal costs for 2023. 2025-R246, authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute the reimbursement agreement with Canal Point Condominium Association for refuge and recycling costs and snow removal costs for 2024. 2025-R247, authorizing the chief financial officer to increase the professional services agreement amount with David P. Lonsky, Esquire, for legal services as special tax counsel in the amount of $15,000 for a total not to exceed $55,000. 2025-R248, authorizing the chief financial officer to increase the professional services agreement with Aurora and Associates for miscellaneous engineering services in the amount of $1,000 for a total not to exceed $3,300. 2025-R249, authorizing the mayor and clerk to execute a professional services agreement with Spiesel Architectural Group, Inc., to provide construction management services for the replacement of the fire suppression sprinkler system at the Princeton Junction Volunteer Fire Station 44 facility, $8,200. 2025-R250, authorizing the business administrator to purchase 2026 Microsoft Exchange licensing from SHI International Corp. under the New Jersey Cooperative Purchasing Alliance Contract CK04, Subcontract 24-38, with the County of Bergen, $9,204.85. 2025-R251, authorizing the business administrator to purchase one 2026 Ford F-450 Mason dump truck, including options for the Department of Public Works from Seoka Ford under New Jersey State Contract T2102/24, Fleet 88820, $82,704.05. 2025-R252, authorizing the business administrator to purchase firefighter protective equipment, coats and pants from Municipal Emergency Services under New Jersey State Contract 17 Fleet 00810, $39,318.24. 2025-R253, a resolution objecting to the settlements and proposed judicial consent orders between the state of New Jersey, NJDEP, and DuPont et al. Regarding PFAS contamination.
Does anybody wish to pull anything? Seeing none, can I get a motion to approve 2025 R245 through R253?
Salute.
Second.
Gawaz?
Yes.
Jeevers?
Yes.
Weiss?
Yes.
Whitfield?
Yes.
Mandel?
Yes. Introduction of ordinances.
2025-18, an ordinance amending and supplementing Chapter 82 fees, Section 82-12 Health of the Township Code of the Township of West Windsor, 1999.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to introduce 2025-18?
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Gawaz?
Yes.
Jeevers?
Yes.
Weiss?
Yes.
Whitfield?
Yes.
Mandel?
Yes.
Public hearing will be December 8th, 2025.
Okay, I will now open the second public comment. Do we have any, I assume there's nobody on the list. We can probably just stand up, who's ever interested. There's a 15-minute limit, again, 3-minute limit per person. So I'm now opening up the second public comment for anyone who wishes.
Okay, thank you, Madam President. John Church again, 11 Princeton Place. Since the mayor kindly mentioned my name and his comments, I feel I can respond a little bit to what he said. I did support this resolution to help us get whatever money we can to ameliorate the theoretical problem of PFAS. So no problem with that. But the point I was trying to make is that I think this whole thing, in my opinion, is a bit overblown. Probably all of you ate microwave popcorn in the days when PFAS paper. All of you had take away pizza boxes where PFAS was in the box. This coat probably has PFAS in it. There's cooking utensils, wok pans, and so forth, Teflon lining, and PFAS is in there. So we've been exposed to this all. So my point is that I think we need to be very careful in spending a lot of money to fight what I think may be really a rather small problem. We got many other problems to consider. Now, think about the smoking. Okay, you can go to the drugstores here in town and buy this incredibly toxic thing called a cigarette. And this is really, if you want to worry about toxic things, there you are. Carcinogenic and addictive, and yet we can buy them. The reason we can buy them is because they generate so much tax income for the federal government and perhaps we really shouldn't. We do because of the tax income. So anyway, what the mayor said, just want to express my opinion that this whole thing to me seems a bit over the top. So in the future, they'll find out if these things, we have a lot of money to solve what I think is probably a trivial problem, then I will talk about that in the future. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you, John. Does anybody else wish to make a public comment?
Do I have to state my name again?
Yes, that's the second you get.
Elliot Berger, 15 Westminster Drive. So thank you for your time today. Thank you for your service. Really appreciate all what you do for our community. Thank you. Appreciate you, Mayor, for your response and your comments. They all seem very helpful and responsive. I respect the state's laws regarding the farmers' right to hunt. I'm very curious to hear what the attorney comes up with in terms of what the township's rights, because the township owns that property, and what limitations, if the township wanted to put any on it, whether they can be. I am also looking forward to hearing or seeing signs or communications for the schools and the communities that are surrounding it, whatever is decided, and also whether or not there should be any procedures for similar farms throughout the community that may be affected similar, that they may want to know what's there. So thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else wish?
Hi, Kevin Rinaldo, 106 Harris Road. Regarding Alexander Road, is there a reason for the delay if the signs are needed, should they have been ordered after the ordinance was passed? Alexander is extremely busy now that Clarksville Road is closed. The 25-mile-an-hour signs would be very welcome. Also, could we please look into adding the speed reduction at the upper portion of Alexander to an upcoming agenda? Regarding Harris already has sidewalks. I was inquiring about simple measures such as speed cushions, bike lanes, or slightly wider painted shoulders that could narrow the road, improve safety, and provide lasting benefits to the neighborhood and town. Regarding Harris and Clarksville crosswalk, updating a post on Facebook isn't an official channel to respond. I would have appreciated a follow-up email stating your reply tonight. I think we've kind of discussed about that at previous meetings. Regarding sidewalk repair and the welcome signs, if I can get an update on that, it would be great. And in closing, I want to say this respectfully and honestly, there's a clear pattern across these items reaching out to the administration, offering results in no response, delayed responses, or updates that never arrive. It's becoming frustrating to bring issues, provide detailed information, and try to work collaboratively only to have things go unanswered. If there's a better process or point of contact to ensure reliable communication, I would appreciate knowing what it is. If none exists, I hope the township will consider creating one. Clear and timely communication benefits residents, neighbors, neighborhoods, and the administration equally. Thank you for your time and attention this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody else wish to speak? If not, I will close the second public comment. This point. Go to council reports. First, Mayor, did you have any comments on any of the comments? Did you want to answer anything that was brought up?
Not at this time.
Not this time? Okay. Council reports, discussion. Dan, start with you.
I have nothing today.
No, well, we've got the big event coming up. Said you have the big event coming up.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Linda?
The Shade Tree Commission met on November 19th. The members finalized and approved the draft bamboo ordinance. There was discussion on its 2025 budget and is asking that the 2026 budget of $3,050 be considered and part of the operating budget for next year's budget. The chair, Helen Rankin, says there will be a special Shade Tree Commission meeting in December to balance out the $3,050 in the 2025 budget with appropriate Shade Tree Commission activities. Andrea and I have requested the changes to the Shade Tree Commission's enabling ordinance be put in a redlined version for easy reading and review by the council. The goal is to get this final version from the Shade Tree Commission introduced, possibly at the December 8th council meeting. I mean, that's kind of the goal, but we're waiting to get the red line version of that, so. if
With
we
enough
can get
time
that-
for council to be able to review
Yeah.
it, so.
Right, because the format that it's in isn't, the best,
Yeah.
to read it and see the changes
And-
clearly.
And if we can't get enough time for council to review it, then the November 8th
would-
introduction can't happen, and if the November 8th introduction can't happen, then the final hearing can't happen this year, and we would be into probably February of next year, so
Yeah.
it would be good if we can get that going.
Finally, it would be appreciated if the administration can post these submitted approved minutes by the Shade Tree Commission. They have worked very hard all this year in getting those minutes written up and edited and approved at the monthly meetings. So if we can somehow, whoever takes responsibility for that, for the posting of it, of those minutes, that would be appreciated, because I don't even think any of them are on, and they've been doing this all year long to be in compliance, like all the other boards and commissions are supposed to be doing. Also for the signs, yes, I know the signs, many signs are in terrible condition. I agree on that. And for months, few months, for a few meetings, I should say at least, Andrea and I and one of the administrators were getting together to kind of review signs and sign designs and stuff and getting ready, for our country's 250th anniversary next year. So that is a project that I want to kind of bring to a conclusion and bring it forward to, let the public see whether they like any of the designs. I mean, it's not a big project. It's just a matter of coming forward with some sort of draft picture of the signs and then making it happen.
And the council is well aware, the council's actually been out and looked at the signs, taken pictures, and we're just trying to finalize or get to a point where we could review and finalize at this point.
So that's it from me.
That's for you? Okay, great. Martin?
Yes, planning board met last Wednesday, November 19th. They conducted 3 courtesy reviews. The first one was a parking lot and pocket park discussion and presentation by the representatives of West Windsor Parking Authority and the West Windsor Parking Commission. The second and the third of was very interesting. It was a Green Skies Clean Energy proposed the construction of a 952 kilowatt solar carport system at High School South and a 270 kilowatt solar carport system at Maurice Hawk. The first 2 presentations were on Hawk and South. The other 2 will be on the Plainsboro side. Next planning board meeting will be December 17th, right here at 6:30. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Sonia?
The Affordable Housing Committee did not meet this month. Parking Authority met on November 12th. Many things were discussed. The main thing that I would like to bring attention to is that Parking Authority is working on 2 ordinances for daily zone infractions and not displaying license plate. They're facing a lot of issue where the cars now, especially cars like Tesla, has only license plates in the back.
No,
And-
that's people's decision not to put the.
Right. But if they park as
Yeah.
such, where the license plate cannot be is not visible to the parking authority, then, you know, when they are checking to make sure people who have parked are parked appropriately, now they can't read the license plate, so they have to get down, go around the car to take a look. And so it's very time consuming.
It's not legal, so.
Right. But they're working on a couple of ordinances in daily parkings, and as such, memo administration should be receiving a memo with proposed language, I think sometime this week on that. As far as emergency services, we already talked about fire stations events. Just this morning, our police department announced their participation in New Jersey's Goal Zero initiative, a program that is aimed at eliminating traffic fatalities on our roadways. We encourage everyone to do their part by slowing down, staying alert, making safe choices behind their wheels. What you will see in our township is over the coming weeks that our police officers will be increasing in their enforcement efforts. So hopefully that would help residents, be a little more careful on our streets. So that's about it, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Okay, Environmental Commission met on November 13th. There was some mention of the natural lawns update, which I understand there's a draft ordinance somewhere around, but no, Environmental Commission hasn't seen it yet. So they're expecting to see that at some point. The Sustainable Jersey program is being revamped so that some of the requirements are being changed, some of the methodology, some of the excruciating paperwork is supposed to be being made simpler. So that was brought up. And we discussed the Sustainable Jersey Energy Program. As I've mentioned, we have received a grant for $2,500 plus some materials and services to get the PSE&G home residential energy savings program out to residents. And the gas leak blowers, there was a proposal for a draft ordinance that was sent, I think, believed in the October meeting, had been approved by the commission, but we haven't heard back anything from it. So do we have any time frame when the Environmental Commission and the rest of us are going to hear as to the status of the leaf ordinance that they had put forth to administration? Mayor Marlena? Oh, okay.
What the timing is.
Okay. All right, they did spend about a year on it, so we're hoping to be able to at least get some feedback on it.
It's not going to
Okay.
be this year because we don't have enough time based upon the.
Right, we're not going to vote.
requirements.
I don't expect this to be a fast thing. I think if we do go forward, we're probably going to have some public sessions, get some feedback, probably also some feedback from vendors in the area. But at this point, we just want to get it started. And we did hear a discussion on AI tools and municipalities. That's all I've got. Are there any other administration updates?
I have none. Thank you.
Okay.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
All right, we are going to need a closed session. So can I get a motion to go into the closed session?
Salute.
Second.
Okay. We
Okay.
need a roll call. Allison?
I do not, because we can go right into closed. Probably
Okay.
our motion and our second.
Okay,
And I just have to read my snippet here.
yeah. I'm going to tell people.
And after, there will be no action taken when we come back into open session. We will just adjourn.
Right, but we'll probably take a 3 or 4 minutes to walk to the open session. So if anybody wants to say hello on the way out, we can.
Okay, whereas NJSA 10:4-12 allows for a public body to go into closed session during a public meeting, and whereas the Township Council at West Windsor Township has deemed it necessary to go into closed session to discuss certain matters which are exempted from the public, and whereas the regular meeting of this Township Council will reconvene, and whereas the below stated subject matter shall be made available at such time as the issues discussed therein are resolved and its disclosure would not subvert any particular exemption for convening a closed session. Now therefore be it resolved that the Township Council of the Township of West Windsor go into closed session for the following reasons as outlined in NJSA 10:4-12 for the discussion of affordable housing.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to be over in room B.